We can even decide to consider minus, or we can just say minus, we can say 0, we can consider from 0, and so we should have uh, the whole of 0 to 89. But today we'll be dealing with plotting. How can we plot these variables that we've just seen? Well, we'll start by moving to the next cell. Now to plot a figure, we do not want to forget we use our fig. Our fig we say is equal to plot plot figure. Then to know the figure size, what we do is we say figure size. Now this will give us the figure size for this plot. So we can say figure size, make this figure size a 5. We can just say 5, make it 5 of 5. Then we can as well say the resolution, which is the DPI. We can say let's just make it normally 80, or we can even say 150, or whatever we intend to do. And so in our next plot we want to say as. I always like to make this work. Now let this as is of the figure be dot add this as is. So we say add this as is. Now so what this does for us is it helps us to align the as-is of our plot. So majorly we can decide to use, as we've always used, 0.1. Like I've always used 0.1, 0.1. Then in the other as-is I just say for example 0.8. I just say 0.8, then 0.9. I just hope this as-is is a bit nice. Let's see if we run this. Okay, at least we have a nice as-is. So we can decide to reduce this to 3, so that yeah, it looks better now. It looks a bit. So now the next thing we want to do is to say remember we already read this file with a file underscore o2. So we can say this file underscore o2 dot. Now what we intend to plot, the variables we intend to plot, because remember that we have 3 variables. We had the mean, the standard deviation, and the time. So but we are only considering plotting the mean, which we already read in this occasion. So we'll just take out this variable and we say this file dot this variable dot. We can decide to open a plot command, and we say plot dot figure, and so when we run this, we should have what we can see here. of the world. We can decide to do that. And so when we run this, we ever see what we have. We can also decide to make our S houses bold or bigger. These are all of the customized things we could do. We can say plots dot s plot.s houses or s label. We can say font width. We can say font width. We can say oh, come on. We can say font width. Make it bold. And so when we do this, we can say definitely we have to now define what we want to customize. Okay, we can do this and say push this forward, and we say we have longitude and we can say degrees. We can decide to do this. There are many ways we could do this, and when we run this, I think we should, yeah, when we run this, then we should have our longitude and latitude bold. And we can also decide to do that for the daily for the label in the color bar. And so we can even keep customizing our plot. We can also decide to increase the font size of this one as well. But to do a general increase of the font size, we can regulate the font size at once at a time of all of this label found in our plot. So we can do this by saying matplot lib. You can say matplot lib dot. Now we are going to bring out what we call the params. Now this helps us to look into. It's a module that will look into all of the parameters on the plots that we have, and helps to do whatever we intend to do inside these parentheses. And we say inside these parentheses we want the font size. We want the font dot size. We want the font dot size to be equal to. So, oh come on, not. I think aha. Yeah, that's it. I got it. think this should be fine. So when we have this, so we can decide to say